Question. Another personal question, because I know people know Glovo from all over. They see all these motorbikes, but then who is the lady? Who's leading? You know, who's her? Who's she? How did she get there? You know.
You have very difficult questions, I might say.
No, not really. These questions that make you think and wonder about life. You know?
Okay, let's see. So this one says, what's the one thing you would change about life if you had the chance or opportunity to? About life, my life, or
anything in general. It could be your life, it could be about the environment around us, the whole world, around the globe. Something that you just wish, why wouldn't this change?
What would I change about the world? My name is Priscilla Muhiu, and I'm currently the General Manager for Glovo Kenya. Prior to that, I worked at Candid and OLX. I have 12 years experience, and 9 of which have been in the tech space. So I'm very passionate about e-commerce industry and the e-commerce space in general. So I'm a proud mother of 3 boys, and I am very, very passionate about leadership, servant leadership. I call myself a servant leadership advocate because I believe in that concept. And 3 words that describe me: I'm happy-go-lucky, passionate about what I do, and I'm very I like sharing my story a lot. So I don't know if I can say I'm inspirational. Every opportunity I get to tell a story, I grab it with 2 hands, and that's me. And this is Women Today. Thank you for watching. There's something that I think I'm sure you did your investigation about me. Yeah, I believe in the concept of servant leadership, but this means that my employees, or rather not my team, don't serve me, I serve them. So I would, if I was to change anything, it's to instill that mindset across the world in all the companies where you have to take care of your employees. There's this thing about you fire people because you can, and I don't believe people are easily replaceable. I think if you find really good talent, you should work hard to maintain them, and also constantly trying to figure out, rather trying to understand what they want to do and what their interests are, and try and align that with their career path with what the job is offering. So there's one of my favorite people I follow. He's called Naval Ravikant. He's the founder of a platform called AngelList. So what he does is he connects entrepreneurs with investors, with employees. Like if you want to recruit, you can do that. So he has a podcast. It's on YouTube. It's a very interesting podcast. There's one of the podcasts where he says whenever he works with employees, rather his team, he always tells them, when you're ready to set up your own thing, I'll be one of the people. I'll support you. Okay. Yeah, I will invest in you, or I'll support you, or whatever it is. And that really inspired me, because when I think about it, sometimes we don't want our employees to leave us, you know what I mean? I don't want our team members to leave us.
Try and squeeze as much
as you can.
You can spend as much time in your office.
So it kind of changed my perspective about that. Is there anything I can do for this person today to help them, to prepare them for their future? So it kind of changed. Like now I started having conversations about what do you want to do 5 years from now, What is it that you want to do? Where do you see yourself? Even within Glovo or outside Glovo, what skill do you need to develop to get there? What can I do? What skill can I help you develop to get to wherever you want to be in the next couple of years. And yeah, it's really changed the way I look at things. And just to go back to the question of servant leadership, we need to start, as leaders, we need to start changing the way we see and lead people. Yeah, and then it's never a zero-sum game, it's a positive-sum game. Yeah. Where if you succeed, it does not stop me from succeeding. So you'll find sometimes a manager would feel insecure. So people who work with him or her, she may tend to, put them down so that they don't overtake you. Those politics that sometimes happen. It's not a zero-sum game. Just because my team will be successful, it doesn't stop me from being successful. If anything, I need them to be better than me. And then we need to realize that when you have a strong team, highly motivated, they make you look good. Yes. If you want to look at it from a selfish perspective, they actually make you look good. So it's important to, take care of your team, just have those conversations, and And I think, to answer your question more precisely, is that if all companies could embrace servant leadership, that's the thing I would change. Okay. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't expect that answer. Let me tell you, I thought
you're giving me very hard questions.
I thought you'd tell me something about climate change, or I don't know what kind of corruption. I know
to be honest,
people would say. But then yours has humbled me as well. That's very interesting, because I saw that you know, even up to you now, your LinkedIn indicates that you're once an intern. So it just shows growth, an intern, account manager. And you kept going on and on and on, and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm impressed by her, her trajectory going up. And I think that servant leadership has also been inspired by you having worked under people and having worked with other colleagues and saying that, wow, okay, sometimes it's good for bosses to actually feel that they can empower.
It is very good. Unfortunately, I've had bosses who felt intimidated by me. So I remember there's one who would not want me to write emails to clients, or would just let me just do photocopying of papers, or just to bring me down. But what I said, I told myself, I'll never ever ever make someone else go through this. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and then there's another time where I went to a company where I was not onboarded at all. I remember I joined on a Tuesday. On Thursday, I'm being asked, do you know how to do this? I'm like, okay, no one has taught me.
How to do this,
so
I learned on the job?
I learned on the job. I used to, on Saturday I would go, because those days of ours, we didn't have laptops, so we can work from home. So on Saturday I would go to work, try and figure things out. No one onboarded me on anything. Nothing. So I had to figure things out, and I was thrown into a really deep end. Yeah, but it was a good experience.
It's the best way to learn, actually. Best way to learn. If you teach yourself, you never forget.
Yeah. So, so again, I said, I will never let anyone go through this. So, the onboarding process has to be really, really good. It's critical to make sure you set people up for success from the beginning. Yeah, because they come in, they have to figure things out. I think it's unfair. You can save a lot of time by making sure they have a proper onboarding. But anyway, so every time I go through something, I try and say, what's the lesson here? Ask myself, what's the lesson here? What am I supposed to take out of this experience? And that really helps me, progress. Yeah.
Interesting. Next question.
Maswali. Oh my God, what is your greatest fear in life? My greatest fear in life, I think, is not living life. And I'll tell you the source of that. There's a book, I don't know if you know it, Leadership with No Title, by Robin Sharma.
I like, you're such an avid reader. And the kind
By the way, let me tell
you, I read as well, but I read African literature and stories that I just entertain myself. But the kind of reading that you're doing is so fulfilling. It's empowering me to realize that, Christine, read better things.
By the way, naturally, I don't like reading, because the other disadvantage of being a yellow personality is that focus is a problem. Focusing, taking time. So I had to find what I'm interested in. So I found that these inspirational books are the ones I like. So I can easily take one, and within 2 days I'm done. So the leadership, a leader with no title. So there's a part where the author was taken by someone. Someone was sharing with him the concept. Can't remember their names, sorry. Yeah, sharing the concept. And then they went to a grave as one of the, places to learn.
Okay.
And then, there was a tablet inside a tablet,
I know the tablet.
Tablet. So, some of the questions there: have you lived your life? You're supposed to do this. Have you not done this? Have you done
somebody's
this?
grave.
Yeah, like it. I think it was pre-arranged, so it was just now him taking the guy to and to be able to learn a lesson from that. I think my biggest fear is leaving this world and not having accomplished or lived my life or accomplished my life purpose. Like not even accomplishing my life purpose, not even discovering my life purpose. I think that would be my biggest fear. And that's why since I discovered what I'm passionate about, all these things, I work hard to make sure I live my life. But living fullest is not YOLOing. It's not YOLOing.
You become careless.
Careless.
No. You only live once. I don't care. You can just do whatever you want.
Yeah, it's not that. It's just living your life to the fullest, making sure if today was your last day, you do everything that you should have. You could, if you knew today was your last day, whatever I was supposed to do, I'll do it. Yeah. So for me, that would be the greatest fear.
Okay. Interesting. I know the thing is, before I interviewed you, I think you saw online, I tried to say, if you have any questions for Priscilla, please say something. The people who actually were like, I don't really have a question, but then I just want to say we are proud of her. You were described as an A student in high school, State House girl.
They used to call me the walking Abbott. No one ever defeated me in physics. No one.
Really? Smart. Like
I was geeky.
You're geeky.
With big specs.
And you never said that you were shy at that time, so you were taking a lot of your time.
But it was one of those. Actually, I remember in high school I really had a low self-esteem. I really wanted to feel like I belonged, so I did things that I was not proud of. Actually, when I think about it, but also, I think because of the feeling that I'm not fitting in and all that, I ended up joining this Christian Union and as well focusing on studies, and it kind of paid off in the end. So
because they say choppy, friendly, poised, elegant, studious. People had so much to say.
I was a choppy.
Yeah, so then thanks for making us proud. I was told to say that
thank you.
by Wambui Karobia.
Actually we were roommates. In Form 2 we were roommates.
Okay.
Yeah, we were. I remember I was walking about. Physics was my thing. I was very good in chemistry. I remember I used to teach people.
Wow.
Chemistry.
You were that girl.
I was that girl.
Wow.
Actually, I had 4 A's. Mathematics, biology, chemistry, physics.
Let me tell you, your dad was proud. He was like, I knew what I was doing. I knew what I was doing when I used to chase those people away. Okay, nice.
I was a choppy with big specs. And I was a bit lean. It was an interesting journey. And actually, when I think about the strictness of my dad, I actually thank God he was like that.
Are you also trying to be that? How are you managing with the
being
children?
a mom, like myself,
working?
Well,
are you also trying to be so strict?
I don't take, like, you have to behave, of course, especially when I have boys, so it's crazy. They have to make sure they do what they're supposed to do, but also having conversations with them, I think things have changed. Back in our days, we really used to be spanked, a good one. But now things have been changed. There are punishments here and there, but I try and inspire my kids. Like,
how many do you have?
I have 2 of my own, and then one I live with him. So I have 3 boys. My own, the first one is 12 years. The last one is 5 years.
Wow.
Actually, his birthday is this month. He'll be 5 this month.
Happy birthday already.
The first one is called Fidel. Last one is Kent. But in between, I have a 10-year-old I live with. So they're all boys. And it's madness. And working from home actually is crazy. I have absolutely no idea. It's crazy. Because now you're having a call. The small one comes. is on top of my head. They're making noise. They're playing around the house. But I think, with the current situation, you just have to understand people have kids and it's their time to balance. So.
Yes, that's true.
It's okay. It's okay. It's good. But it's the most fulfilling thing to be a mother. Let me tell you, it's amazing. Just having someone who relies on you, loves you unconditionally. Yeah, and I think at the beginning, when I was head of marketing for Africa, the traveling was like every month I would go twice or once to either Barcelona or to the countries I used to work with, Cote d'Ivoire, etc.
In and out always.
Yeah, and it was a bit of a challenge, but I think the good thing is that I have a very good nanny, super good. Oh my God, she takes care of me and my kids. I love her. How old? She's like 50, but she takes care of both of us. Like she's good. So that kind of helps when I go away. I know my kids are in safe hands. She even attends my children's school meetings.
Wow, nice.
Like telling the teacher, you take care of my boys. So that really helps. But it was a bit challenging at the beginning. But you remind yourself you're doing this for them. You're trying to build a future for them. Just make sure you find time. When you have time, be present. Really focus, when you're with them, you're with them. If it's your weekend with them, it's your weekend with them. So give them all the attention they need. Yeah. And then when it's time to work, it's time to work.
Okay. I think we have one last question. Right?
Oh, we do? My God. What are you most proud of regarding your life? These questions are mean.
And they're nice.
And they're interesting. What am I most proud of? I'm proud of so many things. I'm actually proud of the person I've turned out to be, despite what has happened. I'm actually proud of the fact that I made it through. And I'm proud of who I am. I appreciate me for who I am. And I think you saw also my LinkedIn, I'm a proud mom. Yeah, so I'm also a proud mom.
Proud mom. In fact, you say, describe yourself as a proud mom, a servant leader advocate, servant leadership advocate, and an e-commerce enthusiast.
Okay. So I'm actually proud of how my life has really turned out, despite what has happened. And I would like to encourage people out there, ladies out there, men as well, that when life happens, it will bring you down to your knees. Your knees. The most important thing is don't stay down, rise. Step by step, a second at a time. We'll go through things that will bring us down. Find a way not to stay down, rise. A day at a time. Then seek help. Sometimes you feel like, oh, I don't want to be vulnerable. What will people think of me? Imagine you have to seek help. You don't try to do everything by yourself. You're not a superhuman. Yeah? And being vulnerable is not a weakness, it's a strength. But it made me realize that actually people out there are going through a lot, but they're not able to come out and say, I need help. You need to ask for help. You need to ask for help. You'll never know. You will never know where your help will come from. Because if you don't and you suffer alone, it will harm you more than you're thinking about the shame and all that, but you really need to reach out to someone you trust, especially when you're going through a difficult moment. So when I was going through, I had 1 or 2 years where I was very, very down. And what I did now in my aim to rise up, I developed an ecosystem where I had a couple of people I would talk to, like a few people I trusted and I would talk to. And I found that when the more I shared my story, the less stressed I became. And then I realized with time when I was telling my story, before I used to cry a lot, even now I would have cried. But now it's becoming better and better. Okay. And then also by telling my story, I'm reliving that moment and dealing with it.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, so I'm reliving it and I'm dealing with it. I'm telling myself, what happened? It has nothing to do with me. It's not my fault. The way you beat yourself up? So as I'm telling my story, I'm just reaffirming the positive things, Yeah. Yes. So it's even when I'm telling my story, I'm helping myself.
Yeah.
I said I have a blog. Sometimes when I'm going through something, I go back to the blog and read my advice to other people. Because you just need to remind yourself sometimes.
What's the name of your blog? For
It's called www.confessions-of-a-career-woman.com.
Wow. Okay. So you're trying to actually coach and also talk about life of a woman who's, career-oriented.
Yeah, you can read it, although I've not updated in the last 2 or 3 months. But I write when I can. I just write about life, anything that comes to my head, I just write. But it's mostly about what I've actually shared today. It's mostly about that.
So are you that kind of person that the year begins and you have plans and visions and
you
organize?
Oh yes, I have.
2020, how has it gone? Have you achieved what you had visioned?
Yes-ish.
Yes-ish? What have you done with it that's no-ish?
So what I do actually, I have a life plan, and my life plan is a living document. It's a PowerPoint. It's a bit it's a bit intimidating.
No, it's not a plan that is in your mind.
No, it's a PowerPoint.
A PowerPoint.
Yes, I share this PowerPoint with everyone. Anyone I can get an opportunity to tell. Like my whole team has it. Like I share this with everyone. So it's a template. Actually, what inspired us, or rather me, to do it was when I was at OLX, the CEO of our region came to Kenya and he shared his life plan and actually used his template. The template came from him.
Why? Is it you're speaking life into your plan by speaking it out?
No, it's just also clarifying some of the things in your life. For example, it clarifies. I don't mind sharing it with you, by the way. I can share it with you. I'm more than happy to do it. It just clarifies your mission. It clarifies your vision, your mission. What are your principles? What do you value? Some of these things that you just need to be real about yourself. Like you just know. Like for me, I value humility. I value hard work. I value, spirituality. So just being clear about what you value. Humility is so important to me. I always pray to God, even if I become the CEO of the world.
But I'm thinking,
I don't want to change. I don't want to get to a point where, because I'm up there.
Because your ambitions are high.
You
said you came to a company saying, I want to be the GM. How humble is that?
So I don't want to get to a point where now I forget where I've come from, and then I'm all ears and all that. The reason why I'm actually telling you this is also because I want to be accountable. I'm saying this in public. In the event I become like that, someone needs to remind me of this conversation.
Wow.
But anyway, humility is very big for me. Just staying humble, being approachable, it's very important. So, but back to the life plan, it clarifies who you are. Then, based on who you are, you come up with what you call life goals. So, in the plan, I have what you call life themes. What are if I was to classify my life into themes, what would they be? To just give you an example of one of the themes I have is to become a transformational leader. So what do I need to do to become that? So I note down, I have to have one-on-one meetings, informal catch-ups with my team members. I have to look for a coaching platform. Like life coach course was one of them, So I clarify based on each theme.
That's achievable.
Then you come up with the things you can do today to help you achieve that. And then after that, now you come up with goals and the timelines. So by when do you want to achieve this? Then what you do on a quarterly basis, just have a look at it. What have I achieved? Tick the box. What you've not achieved, what's the reason? Can you postpone? And then don't be too hard on yourself. And then set realistic goals. Don't say I want to be the what of the what. Just be realistic. And when I was starting the culture of reading, because I'm not a reader naturally. I don't take books and read. When I was starting, I used to struggle a bit. So I started by listening to books first. So I have an Audible, I would listen. I was doing my MBA at Strathmore at that time. I would then going to Strathmore, there was a bit of traffic. So I started listening to books on my way to Strathmore. And then slowly I got interested into, listening to books, the ideas, it motivated me. And slowly I started going to books. So I started with the books that don't have very small writing. They have bigger writings and they're 200 pages. Because some books are very intimidating.
That's true.
So started like that, slowly by slowly. Before I knew it, I'm doing a book a month and listening to one book a month. So you just need to find out what works for you. If you know you have a problem with focusing and reading and all that, but you just find a way to, improve that with time. Yeah.
This is an interview that, honest to God, that I will go back and internalize. I've been here, present, the first person to receive the word, but then I feel like I will, the kind of talk that you'd listen to and internalize, and you want to remind yourself over and over. So I'm really grateful for your time.
You're very
welcome.
welcome.
Taking your time, opening up, telling your story.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything you're doing. Good work. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
For the winning GM Global to greater and better. I know you look, I wouldn't even want to ask you that question, what's next, because I'm sure you've planned a lot of things. And maybe I'll come back again for another interview.
Yes, please do.
When you're achieving even greater and telling us your story,
yes.
It takes a lot to open up and inspire many others. So I just want to say thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you to your team.
Thank you.
Thank you to Beatrice, actually the lady who was helping us set up
Call her
the
Bito.
interview. Yeah, Bito. Thank you so much. Thank you for the team. Thank you to Mesh Events for the production, and Bonte Media for the cameras, equipment. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel Women Today Show. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Bye-bye.